Hello everyone, this is Mikey and welcome to Magic the Gathering, the reading, where I will read the cards and the flavor. This is the Commander Pre-con from Zendikar Rising, Sneak Attack. So let's turn it aside and read. Seize power once more. Choose your commander and overcome both friend and foe in this definitive multiplayer Magic format. Ally with anyone and lead an army of rogues to take what is rightfully yours. The larger your collective, the more your influence grows. Anawan, the ruined thief. Formerly a renowned mage and scholar, Anawan's reputation and fortune have diminished in recent years. With the appearance of the ancient core skyclaves, he knows his return to glory lies deep in the ruins, and he'll do anything to find it. Okay. So there we have it. We're gonna take a look at these 100 cards. It's all out there, but it's always fun to unpack one of these packages. Is it unpack? Unbox. There we go. Right? Let's go. So we're going to start unboxing. Let's see which way would be the best. I think opening from the bottom could be a good choice. Let's try that. Oof, a lot of glue there. We see a little glimpse. I really want to be careful with it, but I mean, it's already too ripped off for making any beautiful than this. So when I saw this, I was really interested in the rogues because when Zendikar Rising came out on MTG Arena, I did a lot of play with the Dimir Rogues deck. And it seems Dimir is something I always turn back into. Okay, so let's try this. Oh, that's nice. That falls right away. And put these parts. Oh, there we go. I think we can cover this up. Yeah, it wouldn't be much of a problem. I can't do much. And there we have the reflection of where I am, but at the same time we have the cards. Ooh, that's look at that. That's a big stack. Put this over here. Hopefully that will hide some stuff. And then, these packaging gets better and better every time. And we have, I guess this is the box. Let's take a look at that. Okay, that's nice. That's really nice. All right. Well, we'll get with it when the time is right. Maybe enter here. Should I make it? I mean, I just have to push. I think that about does it. Fold the creases. Not bad, actually. Look at that. Oh, that's super nice. Let's have it lying down over here. And then, yep, we have the standard life counter. Right, that's fun. I don't think we need to look at these one more. Here we go. Magic the Gathering. Learn to play Commander. Ooh, that's nice. You start at 40 life. Your commander starts in the command zone. and some other stuff. You know, I love these packagings, these like little mini posters. Look at that. Reading again. Sneak attack. Anawan the Ruined Thief. In settlements around Zendikar, Anawan was renowned as a benevolent mage who led expeditions from his base camp in the mountains of Akum. With the help of his followers, he cultivated an image of himself as a knowledgeable scholar, the man to go to with strange relics and hard questions. In the years since the appearance of the Eldrazi, Anawan's fortunes and his reputation have been in steady decline. Numerous adventurers have made claims that he stole the credit for their expeditions and discoveries, not to mention stealing some of the precious finds they uncovered. With the rise of the ancient core skyclaves, Anawan has dedicated himself with renewed purpose to deciphering the secrets of this lost civilization and rebuilding his own power and prestige. That's cool, that's cool, that's cool. And I guess we have a little bit here about playing deck. Anawan commands a shadowy group of rogues that excel at slipping through opposing defenses. With Anawan on the battlefield, your rogues cut deeper and tearing down your opponent's libraries while dealing more damage. The sneak attack deck packs spells ready to capitalize on your opponent's swelling graveyards, wield powerful removal spells to clear the battlefield of threats, then raise creatures from the grave to help you quickly reestablish dominance. Okay, so right now we're going to start reading the cards, and that's what we're here for. So we'll begin that in the next section. Alright, let's start with the commander. Anawan the Ruined Thief. A 2, a blue, and a black legendary creature vampire rogue. Other rogues you control get +1/+1. Whenever one or more rogues you control deal combat damage to a player, that player mills a card for each 1 damage dealt to them. If the player mills at least 1 creature card this way, you draw a card. Power and toughness 2/4. That's cool. So this is a foil card. You can see a little bit of bending there. So I'm gonna try to keep this nice and flat, and see where it takes it. I'm gonna leave it right here. And for the other cards, I'm just gonna go with it. And on to the 99. Alright, we're back to the 99. So, let's start reading. I'm gonna crack open these. Oh, I just love the sound of plastic. I'll try my best. Let's start. Aetherize, 3 and a blue, instant. Return all attacking creatures to their owner's hand. You can come back once you've learned some manners and figured out how to reconstitute your physical forms. I think that's the woman talking. Alright, that's nice. Going to leave it face down. Distant Melody, 3 and a blue, sorcery. Choose a creature type. Draw a card for each permanent you control of that type. Una's song is like a twisted dinner chime. All the fairies return home, but it is Una who feasts on the stolen dreams and rumors they serve her. Yep, we know that Una will be coming up. Fact or fiction, 3 and a blue. Reveal the top 5 cards of your library. An opponent separates those cards into 2 piles. Put 1 pile into your hand and the other into your graveyard. Try to pretend like you understand what's important. Good flavor, good flavor. Fairy Vandal, we know this. One in the blue, creature, fairy rogue, flash, flying. Whenever you draw your second card each turn, put a +1/+1 counter on Fairy Vandal. History may be written by the triumphant, but it's often rewritten by the troublesome. Alright. Invisible Stalker. One in the blue, creature, human rogue, hexproof. Invisible Stalker can't be blocked. All that concerns me is the vampires. Sense of smell in those freezing Nephilian nights. Next card, Latchkey Fairy. 3 in the blue, creature, fairy rogue, flying, prowl, for 2 in the blue. When Latchkey Fairy enters the battlefield, if its prowl cost was paid, draw a card. Not bad. Marang River Prowler. A 2 and a blue, creature, human rogue. Marang River Prowler can't block and can't be blocked. You may cast Marang River Prowler from your graveyard as long as you control a black or green permanent. The currents of the Marang wash away both tracks and blood. A 2 and a 1. Interesting. This Marang River Prowler is who it is. Master Thief, 2 and a blue. Creature, human rogue. When Master Thief enters the battlefield, gain control of target artifact for as long as you control Master Thief. Interesting. Possession is 10/10 of the law. Possession is 10/10 of the law. Huh. Is everything. That's a nice way of putting it. Took me a while to understand. Military Intelligence, 1 and a blue. Enchantment. Whenever you attack with 2 or more creatures, draw a card. To know the battlefield is to anticipate the enemy. To know the enemy is to anticipate victory. Yes. Nightfield Sprite. I've seen these. 1 in a blue, fairy rogue, flying. Whenever Nightfield Sprite attacks, surveil 1. We're on the 40th floor with 1 window, no balcony. No one could possibly get in. We knows the odds of chief of security. Well, surprise. Open into wonder. X and blue and a blue. Sorcery. X target creatures can't be blocked this turn. Until end of turn, those creatures gain whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. The one thing the Gatewatch didn't expect to find in a plane ruled by Nicobolus was perfection. Slither Blade, a blue. Slither Blade can't be blocked. Ooh, it's a Naga rogue. Some Naga initiate smooth as silently as the sun's reflections underwater. Thought it should sound like a snake. Triton's Shorestalker, a blue. A Merfolk rogue. Triton's Shorestalker can't be blocked. Ooh, let's read this. Who will miss you, Dry Walker? A wife? A child? Perhaps they will blame the sea for your fate, and teach future generations to stay far away from it. That's fun. That's fun. Okay. Riller Rogue, 2 and a blue. Creature, human rogue artificer. Ooh. Well, this doesn't have flavor, but when Riller Rogue enters the battlefield, create 2/1/1 colorless softer artifact creature tokens with flying. Tap 2 untap artifacts you control. Target creature can't be blocked this turn. Interesting. Changeling Outcast, a black. Creature, Shapeshifter. A changeling. Changeling Outcast can't block and can't be blocked. A mercurial face sows distrust. Distrust reaps a lonely life. I guess that's the story of this guy, summarized in one sentence. Endless Obedience, 4 and a black and a black. Sorcery, Convoke. Put target creature card from a graveyard onto the battlefield under your control. Okay. Ooh, look at that drawing. Frog Tosser Banneret, 1 and a black. Creature, Goblin Rogue. Ooh, haste. Goblin spells and rogue spells you cast cost 1 less to cast. This looks fun. The Frog Tossers thread feathers, bones, and trophies from past raids into their standards, believing they fueled the warren with the anger of its victims. Yes, something... I think the narration would have sounded like that. Next. Marsh Flitter, 3 and a black. Creature, Fairy Rogue. Flying. When Marsh Flitter enters the battlefield, create 2 1/1 black goblin rogue creature tokens. Sacrifice a goblin. Marsh Flitter has a base power and toughness 3/3 until end of turn. Interesting. Murder, 1 and a black and a black. Instant. Destroy target creature. By fate or by will, every reign must come to an end. Catus the Hidden Hand. Yes, probably sounded like that. Una's black card, 1 and a black. Fairy Rogue. Flying. Each other rogue creature you control enters the battlefield with an additional +1/+1 counter on it. Whenever a creature you control with a +1/+1 counter on it deals combat damage to a player, that player discards a card. Interesting. Price of Fame, 3 and a black. This spell costs 2 less to cast if it targets a legendary creature. Destroy target creature. Surveil 2. Okay. Rise from the Grave, 4 and a black. Sorcery. Put target creature card from a graveyard onto the battlefield under your control. That creature is a black zombie in addition to its other color and types. Death is no excuse for disobedience. Liliana Vess. Maybe she sounded like that, but I think she has a more courageous sound. Stink Drinker Bandit, 3 and a black. Goblin Rogue, Prowl, 1 and black. Whenever a rogue you control attacks and isn't blocked, it gets +2/+1 until end of turn. Not so interesting. Ew, Sir Conrad the Grim, 3, a black and a black. A legendary creature, humanoid. Whenever another creature dies, or a creature card is put into graveyard from anywhere other than the battlefield, or a creature card leaves your graveyard, Sir Conrad the Grim deals 1 damage to each opponent. 1 and a black. Each player mirrors a card. Zulaport Cutthroat, 1 and a black. A human rogue ally. Whenever Zulaport Cutthroat or another creature you control dies, each opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. Eldrazi, try walking through Zulaport at night with your pockets full. Now that's dangerous. Okay. I guess I could pass for it. The sentence didn't sound like the guy in the picture. Here we go. Extract from Darkness, 3 blue and a black. Sorcery. Each player mills 2 cards. Then you put a creature card from a graveyard onto the battlefield under your control. If you want to wreak havoc above, sometimes it's best to look below. Ooh, that is scary. Soul Manipulation, 1 blue and a black. Look, that's a zombie dragon. Choose 1 or both. Counter target creature spell. Return target creature card from your graveyard to your hand. Birth and death are both reversible. Nicobolus. Maybe he sounds much more dark than that. Arcane Signet, 2 artifact. Add 1 mana of any color in your commander's color identity. It started as a mere drop of water. The magic mirror crystallized it into much more. I love these flavor text. Commander's Sphere, 3 artifact. Tap. Add 1 mana of any color in your commander's color identity. Sacrifice Commander's Fear. Draw a card. It harmonizes with the essence of its master. It harmonizes with the essence of its master. I don't know. Anyways, Enigma Thief. Ooh, we get to the bigger ones. 5, a blue and a blue. This is a Sphinx Rogue. Prowl. 3 blue, it's a flying. When Enigma Thief enters the battlefield, for each opponent return up to 1 target non-land permanent that player controls to its owner's hand. Okay. Then we have Whisper Steel Dagger. 2 and a black. Image of a dagger cutting a monster with black steam coming up and, stained in blood. Artifact Equipment. Equipped creatures gets +2/+0. Whenever equipped creature deals combat damage to a player, you may cast a creature spell from that player's graveyard this turn. And you may spend mana as though it were mana of any color to cast that spell. Equip 3. Nice, interesting. Notorious Throng. 3 and a blue. Tribal Sorcery. Rogue. Prowl. 5 and a blue. Create X 1/1 Black Fairy Rogue. Creature tokens with flying, where X is the damage dealt to your opponents this turn. If the spell's prowl cost was paid, take an extra turn after this one. Ooh, interesting. I guess this is one new cards. Scourge of Fleets. 5 blue and a blue. A whale-like creature trying to come up from the ocean. Yeah, it's a kraken. When Scourge of Fleets enter the battlefield, return each creature your opponents control with toughness X or less to its owner's hand, where X is the number of islands you control. A 6 and a 6. Stolen Identity. 4 blue and a blue. Sorcery. Create a token that's a copy of target artifact or creature. It's a cipher. I don't know cipher, so let me read it. Then you may exile the spell card encoded on a creature you control whenever that control Sorry about that. Got a message. Again, Stolen Identity. 4 blue and a blue. Sorcery. Create a token that's a copy of target artifact or creature. Cipher. Fated Return. 4 black, black, black. Instant. Put target creature card from your graveyard onto the battlefield under your control. It gains indestructible if it's your turn. Scry 2. Ooh, nice instant card. Expensive though. Gaunty Lord of Luxury. 2 black and a black. A legendary creature. Latherbone Rogue. Death Touch. When Gaunty Lord of Luxury enters the battlefield, look at the top 4 cards of target opponent's library. Exile one of them face down, then put the rest on the bottom of that library in a random order. You may look at and cast that card for as long as it remains exiled, and you may spend mana as though it were mana of any type to cast that spell. Alright? Ingarrick's Wake. 7 black, black. Destroy all creatures you don't control and all planeswalker you don't control. Beyond pain, beyond obsession, and wild despair, there lies a place of twisted power only the most tormented souls can reach. Necromantic Selection. 4 black, black, black. Sorcery. Destroy all creatures, then return a creature card put into graveyard this way to the battlefield under your control. It's a black zombie in addition to its other colors and types. Exile Necromantic Selection. It shambled from the cloud of ash and bone dust, undeterred by its own extinction. Nice. Night Howler. 1 black and a black. Enchantment creature Horror. Bestow 2 black, black. Night Howler and enchanted creature each get +X/+X, where X is the number of creature cards in all graveyards. Whoa, nice. Orc Slumlord, 3 black black. An Ogre Rogue. Whenever another non-token creature dies, you may create a 1/1 black rat creature token. Rats you control have Death Touch. His tenement is filled with the most vile, disgusting vermin. It's infested with rats too. Branko, 1 year. Ooh, Sepulchral Primordial. 5, a black and a black. It's an avatar. Intimidate. When Sepulchral Primordial enters the battlefield, for each opponent, you may put up to 1 target creature card from that player's graveyard onto the battlefield under your control. Ooh, these are scary cards. Consuming Aberrations, 3, blue and a black. Horror. Consuming Aberrations' power and toughness are each equal to the number of cards in your opponent's graveyards. Whenever you cast a spell, each opponent reveals cards from the top of their library until they reveal a land card, then puts those cards into their graveyards. Lazav Demir Mastermind, blue, black. Legendary creature, Shapeshifter. Hexproof. Whenever a creature card is put into an opponent's graveyard from anywhere, you may have Lazav Demir Mastermind become a copy of that card, except its name is Lazav Demir Mastermind. It's legendary in addition to its other types, and it has hexproof and this ability. Scary. Notion Thief, 2 blue and a black. Creature, human rogue, flash. If an opponent would draw a card except the first one they draw in each of their draw steps, instead that player skips that draw and you draw a card. Una, Queen of the Fae, 3, either blue or black. Legendary creature, Fairy Wizard, flying, X, blue or black, choose a color. Target opponent exiles the top X cards of their library. For each card of the chosen color exiled this way, create a 1/1 blue and black Fairy Rogue creature token with flying. It's a 5/5. Shulmgar's Command, 3 blue and a black. Instant, choose 2. Counter target non-creature spell. Return target permanent to its owner hand. Target creature gets -3/-3 until end of turn. Destroy target planeswalker. Good card. Spinal Embrace, 3 blue, black. Instant, cast this spell only during combat. Untap target creature you don't control and gain control of it. It gains haste until end of turn. At the beginning of the next end step, sacrifice it. If you do, you gain life equal to its toughness. Ooh. Seek River Cutthroat, blue, black, or blue or black. Legendary creature, Mofolk Rogue. At the beginning of each end step, if an opponent lost 3 or more life this turn, you may draw a card. It's not a matter of deserving, it's a matter of strength, the power to hold versus the power to take. It's not a matter of deserving, it's a matter of strength, the power to hold versus the power to take. I don't know how Merfolk sounds like. Black Blade Reforged, 2. Legendary Artifact Equipment. Equipped creature gets +1/+1 for each land you control. Equip legendary creature, 3, equip 7. It spilled the blood of one elder dragon. In Gideon's hands it may yet taste another's. Nice. Bone Horde, 4. Artifact Equipment. Living Weapon. Equipped creature gets +X/+X, where X is the number of creature cards in all graveyards. Equip 2. Obelisk of Ord, 6. Artifact Convoke. As Obelisk of Ord enters the battlefield, choose a creature type. Creatures you control of the chosen type gets +2/+2. Sight Claw, 5. Equipment. Living Weapon. Equipped creature gets +1/+1. Whenever equipped creature deals combat damage to a player, that player loses half their life rounded up. Equip 3. Oh, Dimir Key Rune, 3. Artifact. Tap, add blue or black. Blue or black, Dimir Key Rune becomes a 2/2 blue and black horror artifact. Creature until end of turn and can't be blocked this turn. A key that slips through every lock. Okay. Dimir Locket, 3. Artifact. Tap, add blue or black. And then we have 4 blues or either 4 blacks. Tap. Sacrifice Dimir Locket. Draw 2 cards. Wear this and take your place among the shadows. Wise, lethal, and unseen. Ivrelia, Dimir Spy Master. Dimir Signet 2. 1. Tap. Add blue black. An emblem of secret guild, the Dimir insignia is seen only by its own members and the doomed. Cool. Heirloom of Blade, 3. Equipment. Equipped creature gets +3/+1. Whenever equipped creature dies, you may reveal a card from the top of your library until you reveal a creature card that shares a creature type with it. Put that card into your hand and the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. Equip 1. Mindstone 2. Artifact. Tap, add non-color mana or 1 and tap, sacrifice Mindstone, draw card. What is mana but possibility, an idea not yet given form? Oh, this is Joyra, Master Artificer. What is mana but possibility, an idea not yet given form? Joyra, Master Artificer. Now, Soul Ring 1. Tap, add 2 colorless mana. Lost to time, it's the artificial's art of trapping light from a distant star in a ring of purest gold. Nice. Command Tower, land. Tap, add 1 mana of any color in your commander's color identity. When defeat is near and guidance is scarce, all eyes look in one direction. Cool. Dimir Aqueduct, land. Dimir Aqueduct enters the battlefield. Tap. When Dimir Aqueduct enters the battlefield, return a land you control to its owner's hand. Tap, add blue and black. Interesting. Dimir Guildgate, land gate. Dimir Guildgate enters the battlefield. Tap. Tap, add blue or black. In the cold corridors of the Undercity, misinformation unfurled from dusk mantle like a spreading stain. Cool. Dismal Blackwater, land. Dismal Blackwater enters the battlefield. Tapped. When Dismal Backwater enters the battlefield, you gain 1 life. Tap, add blue or black. Jwar Isle Refuge, land. The Jwar Isle Refuge enters the battlefield. Tapped. When Jwar Isle Refuge enters the battlefield, you gain 1 life. Tap, add blue or black. Okay, Myriad Landscape. Myriad Landscape enters the battlefield. Tapped. Tap, add 1 colorless mana. 2, tap, sacrifice Myriad Landscape. Search your library for up to 2 basic land cards that share land type. Put them onto a battlefield. Tap, then shuffle your library. Rogue's Passage, land. Tap, add colorless mana, 4 and tap. Target creature can't be blocked this turn. Rumors quickly spread among thieves about a labyrinth without walls, and a prize beyond all measures of worth. Maybe I should just... Anyways, Submerged Boneyard, land. Submerged Boneyard enters the battlefield. Tapped. Tap, add blue or black. Long after the land has given up the last of its secret, there will still be mysteries in the depths of the sea. Cura. Let me read that again. Long after the land has given up the last of its secret, there will still be mysteries in the depths of the sea. Cura. Merfolk Windrubber, a blue creature, Merfolk Rogue. Flying. Whenever Merfolk Windrubber deals combat damage to a player, that player mills a card. Sacrifice Merfolk Windrubber, draw a card. Activate this ability only if an opponent has 8 or more cards in their graveyard. Sure-footed Infiltrator, 3 in the blue. Creature, Merfolk Rogue. Tap another untapped rogue you control. Sure-footed Infiltrator can't be blocked this turn. Whenever a sure-footed Infiltrator deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. I've yet to discover the ruin that can keep me out. Or maybe it's more husky. I've yet to discover the ruin that can get me out. Soaring Sock Thief, blue and a black. I really love this card on standard. Creature, human rogue, flash, flying. As long as an opponent has 8 or more cards in the graveyard, rogues you control get +1/+0. Whenever one or more rogues you control attack, each opponent mills 2 cards. 1/3. This is from Zendikar. And I think that's it. We have the basic land island. Ooh. I'm sure all of them are the same. And then we have the swamp. Basic land swamp, and this should be all the same too. They're all from Zendikar. And then we have tokens. Softer. Token artifact creature. Flying 1/1. On the back we have a fairy rogue. I think that's the same. We have a goblin rogue, a 1/1. And behind, another fairy rogue. 2 more of that. 4 fairy rogues. Rat. And is it a fairy rogue? It is. And we have 5 of that. And 9 fairy rogues. In the end we have a germ. And probably a fairy rogue. Right? Cool. And then we have little format. So I think that's it. Right? That was fun reading. I'll probably have to sleeve these, but I'm lacking in the sleeves. So maybe I can put it in here and hope that it doesn't go that bad. Maybe I should also put the commander in the middle so it flattens it out. Add this. You know, I really like this. I really like this box. Alright, so that was it for Zendikar Sneak Attack Commander. Alright. Thank you for watching. If you liked it, you know, please press the like. Actually, more comment on if the reading is actually interesting. Because I do like to read. That's weird. And I want to read more of the flavor text. But that is it. Let me know if you want to hear more. Thank you. See ya. Peace.